Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and do just a general message. Okay, whatever spirit wants to talk about, that's what we're gonna do. So if that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That will have all the information that you need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Ooh, yellow butterfly for confirmation. Some of y'all could be seeing a lot of butterflies, a lot of dragonflies. I literally got stalked by a dragonfly in a parking lot the other day. It was a crazy experience. I'm thankful I had it, but also don't need to have that experience all the time, you know? But yeah, everywhere I went, the dragonfly was just like there, and it was like, what's up, what's up? And I'm just like, whoa, relax. Anyways, yes, so I feel like there could be something like that going on. Maybe you feel like bugs are attacking you. You know, like maybe bees are chasing you, or maybe you just feel like you're attracting a lot of winged beings, maybe birds or something, bats for some of you guys. Now, take it as it resonates, okay? But there's definitely this increase in animal activity or an increase in insect activity, which kind of makes sense because we have the forces of nature, okay? And the forces of nature are talking about, first of all, things really going in your favor, Gemini. Things are either about to start going in your favor or they already have. You're already seeing that things are going really well. There's also a big energy here of like appreciating what you have and recognizing how well that you're doing, because I get for a lot of you that you're actually doing better than what you think. I think I recommended this in a very recent reading to do a self audit, and then if you do, you're going to see how well that you're actually doing, you know, and how much you've accomplished perhaps, because sometimes on the day-to-day it's really easy to lose sight of all of our accomplishments or how much we actually do, what an impact we make. So if you sit down and you write down all the things that you've accomplished in your life, you're going to be like, wow, I've done a lot, right? I deserve a break, which for some of you, that could be something that's happening right now. You know, we were talking about it on one of my most recent videos in the comment section about people being very tired right now. And this could be a signal from your body. It's time to rest. It's time to relax. You know, it's time to take a break. We don't always have to be productive, and we don't always have to be doing something. We don't always have to be on the grind or staying active. It's okay to let your body rest sometimes. And if you're sleeping a lot, you could be getting a lot of spiritual downloads, getting these spiritual upgrades, and this is possibly why you're being called to sleep more, because they can't give you these downloads and spiritual upgrades while you're awake and busy and active. It's like they need to kind of get in touch with you here and connect with you. So there could be something like that going on. Some of you might be wanting to spend more time outside though. You might be wanting to go hiking or go on some trails, maybe go biking or kayaking or running or walking or whatever you like to do out in nature, okay? Some of you might be wanting to go to the beach, go spend time with water. Maybe you're traveling and you're going to a lot of places that have like outdoor events or outdoor, you know, things for you to do, activities for you to do, okay? For some reason, I'm seeing the pyramids of Egypt. So for some of you, maybe you want to book a trip to the pyramids, or maybe you're going to go to the pyramids, okay? But either way, it's like you're doing some things that you've been wanting to do for a while, or at least this is what's coming in. This is what Spirit is suggesting. Take some time to do some things that you've really wanted to do, if you have the means, right? If you're able to travel, if you're able to go on vacation, if you're able to go to the next town over and visit that museum that you've heard about but you haven't actually went and done it. Like, take some time for you. Take some time to just enjoy your life. There's something about that, okay? So that's what I'm getting here, but overall, this is the energy of good fortune here, the forces of nature. This just means things are about to go very well for you, or they already are, and there's a need to recognize it. We already talked about it. Let's see what we have here for Gemini gang. Let's get an animal message out for Gemini gang for this general message, Spirit. Whoa, okay, we got the cosmic egg. Something's wrapping up, okay? Something's wrapping up so that way we can start something new. I feel like there has been a lot of karma that you've been working through here, Gemini. There's been something here with the Black Panther energy of like facing something, right? Facing something in your life and making the radical changes that are needed. Welcoming the towers as well. Like if things have been kind of breaking down or falling apart, there's a need to kind of, if you're panicking, look at something with a higher or different perspective of like, you know what? Things that are happening are not happening to me. Oh, no. Things are happening for me because I'm the main character of my movie. Right? And so everything is happening around me because it's going to affect me in a positive way. I'm going to get my happy ending, right? Eventually. That's what this is. Life is setting me up for better things. Life is removing the things that don't work out or the things that are not aligned with me so I can come into alignment with things that will work out for me. Even if I don't see it yet, even if I don't understand how these changes are actually going to benefit me, I'm going to trust that they are. There's something about that here with the cosmic egg. It's like seeing that everything is kind of working around you to conspire and work in your favor, okay? Some of you guys have something that you really want to release to the world or you really want to speak on, you want to develop, you want to grow, and maybe you've been very protective of this energy here, you know? I'm looking at this egg as, because I know that some snakes do eat eggs, but I'm looking at this snake with this egg as this is the snake's egg and it's wrapped up, it's protecting it. It's like your creation, right? Your baby, something that you want to grow, something that you want to work on or you want to see develop in your life. You're really focused on protecting that right now, okay? And Spirit has your back in whatever this is. So Spirit may have kind of intervened in a sense and brought in some of this chaotic energy with the Panther to kind of make you see something about yourself or help you realize something about your situation. So yeah, it can feel very intense right now, but at the same time, there is so much potential to grow here. Let's get to this cosmic egg. It's the last card, I know that much. Okay. Let me get some coffee. Okay. Completion, harmony, and the infinite within the finite. It says, the cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing in a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life and it holds on to us, but the journey is complete, but it does not end. So basically what this is saying here is that it's giving like death is but a door type of energy. So one journey, one path may close, but that means that it's beginning of a new path, a new journey, right? Which is a concept that has really helped me with radical change in my life. It's helped me accept endings. It's helped me let go. It's helped me remove myself from that state of loss sometimes, because sometimes, yeah, things do happen out of our control and it might not always feel good. But one thing that has helped me is kind of acquiring the mindset of, if one thing is ending, surely this means something else is beginning, right? If one thing is not working out, surely it means because something else is meant to. You know, if one thing has fallen away, it's because something else is meant to fall together. You know, so this has really helped me deal with change or loss or, you know, things that just have not worked out in my life, you know. But I feel like there's something here where you might be feeling a little bit like you're not going to ever get there, whatever there is, right? And I love how that's in quotation marks, because I feel like that's almost like Spirit wants to ask you, like, what exactly is there? You know, because if it's a sense of happiness and you're finding that happiness within a certain job, within a certain lifestyle, within a certain relationship, you know, you're going to get there and then find out that that isn't actually what's going to bring you happiness, because happiness is not something that we can acquire from the external. It's something that we remember within, right? It's something that we find that's buried under all the bullshit and the trauma and the letdowns and the expectations of our life. We find at the bottom of it is happiness. And it's up to us to dig through that and find that, to remember that, you know? So feeling like you're never going to get there, you're already there. You just need to believe that. All right? So yeah, we've tread the path for a while now. Something is kind of coming to a completion. We're also feeling a sense of harmony within that. And we're seeing that life is a never-ending circle. One thing ends, one thing begins. It's like asking yourself, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Right? It's like, is there even a real answer to that? Because if we say the egg, well, the egg had to be laid by a chicken. But if we say the chicken had to hatch from an egg. It's like, it's never ending, you know? So some of you guys might be kind of, maybe, I don't know, I'm getting like asking yourself a lot of deep questions or thinking a lot of deep thoughts, maybe facing your morality here. It's so crazy. I know this is probably a little personal, but the other night I was laying in bed and it was really late. And for some reason I just could not turn my thoughts off and go to sleep. And I started thinking about like when I pass away. I know this sounds so morbid, guys, but this is what was happening. I was thinking about like when I pass away, will my consciousness still be there? Like, will I still remember who I am? Or am I going to suddenly, like, I know I'll expand and grow into something different, like something that remembers everything, all the lives I've had, and understands fully and is in like her complete consciousness. But will I still feel like Jessica? Like, will I still remember me? Will I still remember my feelings that I had in this life and the things that I experienced? Like, will I feel like me? Or is this going to fade away and something else going to replace that? Something that's more aware or something. I don't know. It really, and it started to make me feel a little anxious because I was like, I don't want to forget me, you know? Like there was just, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are having these thoughts. Maybe that's why I felt like bringing that up. I don't really know. Okay. Let's see though. Let's get some tea leaves out here for Gemini gang for this general message. Let's get some tea leaves. What does Gemini need to know? We have the Quill. Get back to basics. Why did you start this? Being authentic to your own path and try not to do the most and keeping it simple. There's a couple messages here. First of all, the one that I was talking about where we don't always have to be producing. We don't always have to be progressing. We don't always have to be grinding and working and striving and achieving something. Oftentimes we do that because that brings us validation. We can find validation in the stillness, in the nothingness, in days where we're lazy and we're reading a book or we're working on our garden or we're not doing any of those things. We're watching TV or watching a movie. Like you can find worth and value in those days and in those moments too. You're still worthy and you're still valuable even when you're doing nothing, okay? Another message that I'm getting here is why did you start something? Why did you pick something up? What was your core purpose here, okay? Was it to grow? Was it to help people? Was it to make a difference in some kind of way? Was it to express yourself? Was it to be real? You know? Was it to make an impact, a difference? Whatever this is here, why you started something, it's like you're being called back to that and you're being asked to kind of get back to basics here. And if we're not able to get back to basics with this, if it's gone too far and it's like I can never get back to whatever it was, then we're being asked to move forward, to close this cycle out and start a new one here, okay? So overall, Spirit is saying, be authentic to your own path and don't push yourself too hard, you know? And also get back to basics. Why did you start this? This could even be as deep as this life, you know? Why do you think you came here? Why do you think that you incarnated as Gemini, of whoever you are watching me right now? Why do you think that you came here? Do you think you came here to, you know, I don't know, work till the day is long and never feel valued, never feel accomplished, never feel appreciated? You know, did you come here to write a book? Did you come here to paint a painting? Did you come here to sing a song? Did you come here to connect with other people? Did you come here to find happiness, right? Why do you think that you came here? And are you on that path? Are you actually creating what you thought you wanted to create when you first came here? I know that's a deep question, guys, but that's kind of something that I'm getting here. Like, why did you start all of this? Why are you here? And that could be something that you're asking yourself right now, like, why am I here? You know? What else do we have for Gemini gang? Just general messages, please. general, whatever wants to come out, general messages. Oh, well, we have July, so July is kind of ending now, but maybe that was significant for somebody. We have the goldfish that came out too. It says increase in material wealth and spiritual growth, a sign-on bonus, overnight success, and viral. So some of you guys are really working on a goal right now, and you're like, I came here to achieve this. I know I have a purpose. I know I have a path. I know that I have a mission here that I'm meant to fulfill, and this is what I want to work on. Some of you are going to be seeing success in this. It might even feel a little bit like overnight, or something happens very quickly. Possibly planting some seeds here in July, and remember, when we plant the seeds, we're not eating the fruit the same day, so it takes time. But something maybe you have started working on in July, or you've seen some growth in July. Something is significant here about July that has taken place with your goals, okay? You're going to be seeing an increase as we move forward here. This is also giving Leo Cancer energy, and we are kind of going into the Leo energy. Actually, today when I'm filming this, the 21st is the first day of Leo season. Technically, really, whatever. Same difference. So yes, we're going into Leo season here. So Leo season could be where we're going to be seeing some of these results here. Okay, I also feel like, again, as you increase your material wealth, you've increased your spiritual growth as well. Like, each one there's not one without the other for you, Gemini. Obviously, for some people, maybe, but for who I feel like I'm talking to, it's like your spiritual growth is directly connected to your material wealth, because you're here to learn something. You're here to really grow or to achieve something that's a lot deeper than just, I'm going to be shift lead, at the Piggly Wiggly. No offense to people who are shift lead at the Piggly Wiggly. I just feel like for some of you, it goes a little bit deeper than that, It's about leadership. It's about being authentic. It's about allowing yourself to be seen, or allowing yourself to feel like you can lead other people. Because some of you might be dealing with those confidence issues and imposter syndrome of like, well, who am I? Who am I to lead somebody? Who am I to lead a team? Well, why not you? It's kind of the energy I'm getting here. Okay. General messages, please. General messages for Gemini gang, please. Oh, shoot. We have coins. Nice. Money will be coming to you. Financial issues are clearing up, and ships are coming in from a distance. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you are going to be seeing an increase in your material aspects here. If you've been like wanting to kind of save money, or maybe you've been wanting to travel, maybe you've been wanting to go out and have some fun, or maybe that's why you're working so hard, is you're like, I have to create a solid foundation, and then I can build up off of that. Yeah, there's some coins, there's some opportunity coming in, okay? So financial issues that you've been having are about to clear up. But this goldfish thing here it's feeling like you're on target, or you're on point. We have the target coming out, spearheading your project, a goal-oriented person, and on the fast track. Yeah, Gemini, it feels like there's growth that's happening here. And this could be happening, once you kind of get into the perspective of like, why did I start all this to begin with? What am I doing here? What am I here to achieve? Why am I invested in this? What am I working towards? Getting back to basics is really helping somebody cut through all the bullshit, or all the expectations or pressure that's been piled on, and you're able to kind of swim through this and grow. It feels like there's going to be a steep increase here in productiveness or in your finances, because you are on target and you are going to hit that goal. Okay? All right, Gemini, one more. Shoot. That's too many for me. But happiness with the bluebird. You are on the right path, Gemini. Okay? You are. We have the teapot. It says gossip, deep friendship with someone of the same sex, a girl or boys trip in the community club. Okay? So some of you guys might be meeting new people, making new friends, making new connections. Definitely some networking energy going on here for sure with all of this financial stuff that we're picking up on. I feel like you've been trying to make the right connections here in work, and that's going to help you. Connecting with other people is definitely going to help you. On the bottom of the deck, we have the chair filled. Yes, there's somebody coming into your life. This person could definitely be of the same gender as you, but take that as it resonates. It feels like this could be somebody who's going to help you when it comes to your overall goals and productivity. Some of you could be having a mentor here, or you could be having a teacher, like you could be learning something from somebody. Some of you guys, again, this is a business partner or somebody that you really can connect to, and you can build something with this person. This is very fated, and it's going to feel like it's a chance meeting. Like, I wouldn't have met this person had I not been at this place at this time. So it feels very positive, Gemini, okay? We do have romance celebration party with happiness, music to your ears, okay? Yeah, I feel like you're going to be allowing yourself to have more fun here, you know, allowing yourself to kind of cut loose. And I feel like, you know, because some of you guys, if you're asking yourself, why are you doing all this? Like, why are you working so hard? Why are you trying to produce so much? Why are you so ambitious? And it's probably because you want to be able to enjoy your life, right? I want to set myself up financially so then I can travel. I can have time for connections. I can have time for independence and for working on my goals and working on my, you know, my dreams or my hobbies so I can enjoy life, right? But what Spirit is saying here is, are you going to wait for this before you start enjoying life? There's a time to grind, yes, but there's also a time to realize that life is not just about the grind. And I feel like that's what's happening here. There's like a transformation happening in your mind where you're not putting as much pressure on something, or you're not gripping something so tightly. And because of that, the energy can flow better. And you're going to find that you're actually more productive when you're not trying to be as productive. When you're allowing yourself to take time to enjoy the moment now, to enjoy your life now, to connect with others now, you know, to travel now instead of waiting for later, waiting for the perfect moment. You're finding that right now is the perfect moment and everything is in alignment, because what's yours is yours, Gemini. So if you're meant to be successful, if you're meant to have this abundance, if you're meant to have this achievement, it's going to happen. Whether or not you're hovering over it or stressing over it or not. I am not by any means saying to give up on your work or to stop working or to stop trying. Oh no. I'm just saying to cultivate a new perspective of how you're thinking about your work, right? How you're thinking about life. We're not going to work for 50, 60 years, and then when we're old and we don't even have the body for it anymore, then we're going to go on our great adventures. Then we're going to travel. Then we're going to try the things we never tried. No. We're going to have a nice, healthy work-life balance, and we're going to enjoy life now, and we're also going to work hard. So we're going to work hard, play hard, basically. The quill, what is this talking about for Gemini gang? This quill, getting back to basics. What is this talking about for Gemini gang? Whoa, we have the Magician. Yeah, get back to basics. Who are you, right? With the Magician energy, somebody who is incredibly talented, incredibly skilled, somebody who has a lot of, you know, potent energy within them. You're quite magical. You have the magic touch, basically, with the Magician, okay? And you have all the tools on the table to create your future, to create whatever you want to. So maybe some of you guys have just lost that confidence, or you forgot about that for a second. You know, you lost part of yourself for a second. You lost the vision. You got lost in the sauce. That feels like lost is coming up a lot. Yes, right? Feeling very lost in the sauce. Maybe not being able to see the forest through the trees here. Like, it all looks green. It all looks like just chaotic mess. But we're actually creating something out of this. Okay? It's like once we shift that perspective, once we start like remembering like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm the one that's talented. I'm the one that's in charge. I'm the one that's in charge of my life. I'm the one that can create my life. You know, I have everything that I need to create my life. Once we start remembering that, that's when things start to take off here. That's when the energy moves, because I feel like it's been a little stuck. Again, I'm getting this with the cosmic egg here, like gripping really tightly onto whatever this potential is with this egg energy, you know? Because you don't want anything bad to happen to it, but you kind of have to let it like fly free is the energy I'm getting here. I don't know, Gemini, let me know, okay, if it makes sense. What is this goldfish for Gemini for this general energy? What is this goldfish? We have sail away. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you're not letting things bother you as much anymore either. You're kind of letting it roll off your shoulders. You know, you're not taking things so seriously. Maybe you're not taking life so seriously, yourself so seriously. Again, maybe you have adopted that attitude of if something ends, it's surely because there's something else that's going to begin. Or if something's not working out, surely there's a reason, right? Rejection is protection. Rejection is divine redirection. right? So if something is not working out for me or something feels off, it's obviously because I'm being repositioned. The Spirit has my back. Everything is conspiring to work in my favor. So even if I don't see it yet, because things are happening in the background, it doesn't mean that things aren't working out. Okay? If it's not working out, it really means that it's working out. And I know that's a hard concept to kind of get your head around, especially when everything's crumbling or things are kind of feeling dreary or down. But if we can adopt that way of thinking, you will see that yes, things do work out in the end. You know, things do. Everything's going to just, I hate to say that because it sounds so fanciful and like fairy tale-ish, like everything's just going to magically fall in place. But when you actually look back on your life, Gemini, isn't that how things have happened? Things have just worked out. It's worked itself out, or the problem has been resolved, or eventually we get there. Eventually we figure it out. Some of you who have been feeling really stuck, okay? Stuck in one place for a while now, and you're like, I cannot get through this. It's like walking through cement. I was about to say cement. Anyways, okay? Whatever you've been walking through, again, there's been a spiritual lesson here. If we're feeling stuck in something and it's not moving, that's because Spirit wants us to learn something, okay? To pay attention to something. So why are you still feeling stuck is a big question to ask yourself. But I also feel like, Gemini, you can look forward to this moving soon, right? We're going to be moving forward. We're going to be letting go here really soon when it comes to, when it comes to whatever this is, okay? What is this, coins here? Money will be coming to you for Gemini gang. What is this coin energy? We have the King of Cups. You've been watching your finances from a distance, right? No, I feel like if we take the channel sponsor and all that crap away from the King of Cups, this is really the energy of somebody who knows their feelings. They know how they feel, right? They're very connected to themselves. And I feel like you have had a very strong intuitive feeling that you are meant to have some kind of financial abundance. You're meant to make something of yourself. You're meant to have a name, perhaps, for some of you. You know, maybe you're meant to be well known. Maybe you're meant to be recognized here or have some kind of accolades. We definitely see the next level here with the Hierophant, okay? Taking ownership of something or a higher level of commitment, stability coming into your life. So this could definitely be talking about you maybe owning your own business or building a business that's very successful, or if you're working with other people or for a company or whatever, doing very well. Maybe, you know, climbing up the ladder here. Perhaps a promotion or an opportunity coming in. But we see the spiritual lessons that are connected to our money as well, right? Because he is peeping something. With that spyglass, he's looking at something. And I feel like he's noticing the spiritual lessons. He's noticing the spiritual growth, you know, that's connected to his abundance. And I'm saying his because it's a king, but take it as it resonates, of course. So some of you might see, like, when I'm spiritually aligned, I actually find that my money flows better, that things go better for me. Some of you know that you're meant to be a spiritual leader or a spiritual teacher, or you're meant to make your abundance through spirituality somehow. Like, you're meant to help other people connect. And of course, it's an energy exchange. So you will have that given back to you, you know? And I feel like maybe there was something here we needed to release the expectations that we had for our own life to see that we're going to make money or we're going to expand and grow the way that we're truly meant to. Okay? It's like you're going to get there. And I don't know why I'm feeling called to tell you guys this, but I was having a conversation with my best friend the other night, and we were just talking about how, like, when we were younger, like, we were really sold a certain dream about life, you know? And I can't speak for a man because I'm not a man. So I don't know what it feels like to be a man in this world and what expectations and pressures and stuff that I have on my head. I can only speak as a woman who has her own expectations and pressure and stuff on my head. But when I was younger, it was never even a question that I wasn't going to be married. Like, I would be married, right? Like, that's what happens. And you know, my grandparents were together for a very long time. My parents were together for a very long time. So I wasn't raised by like a single parent where that, you know, that concept could be delivered to me that yes, sometimes we're not going to be married, right? Like sometimes we end up alone and that's okay. That never crossed my mind. In fact, when I was younger, I remember being a little girl and thinking very rebelliously to myself, well, maybe I just will marry somebody one day, right? Not even realizing that actually might be my future. Like that might actually be my reality, because here I am, 39, you know, no prospects in sight and not even looking for them. Like, I'm really not in the energy of, I'm open to a relationship, but at the same time, it's like, I'm also not open to bullshit, and that feels like that's what a lot of people want to bring nowadays. I want somebody serious, you know? So, and I'm okay with being alone, but never, if I could sit there and have a conversation with the younger me, right? The 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old me, and say to her, you're not going to be married. You're going to be 39, single, doing your own thing, raising your own kids, taking care of your own household, and there ain't going to be a man in sight. And you're going to feel okay, and you're going to feel secure. I just would have never been able to compute that, because that's what life was. You grow up, you get married, you have a man, he takes care of the house stuff, he fixes things in the house, right? Maybe he brings home money, maybe you bring home a little bit of money, but he always makes more money, you know? And you take care of the kids, and you take care of the house, and you cook the dinners, and you do the laundry. That's how I was raised, in that kind of household, you know? So breaking free from that and realizing, like me and my best friend talking about it, because she's been married, but realizing that sometimes life does not work out the way that you're actually raised up to believe that it's going to. It's like, then suddenly all your expectations, everything kind of changes, and suddenly you have the freedom to create your own life. And while that's actually very empowering, it's also really scary, because then it gets you thinking about things that you never thought about before, like when I'm an older woman and I can't work anymore, or when I can't do things for myself anymore, or you know what I mean? Like, you start thinking about these things. So maybe this is just the deep thoughts that you've been having around your career, and you're like, you know what? I have been kind of fed a certain dream or a certain like narrative of this is what life is going to be for you because of A, B, and Z. But actually, I'm seeing that that's not what my life is turning out like at all. And in fact, I can create my own life. Getting back to basics, right? I don't know. Sorry if I got too personal there, but that's just kind of like what I'm kind of getting for y'all's energy. It's like a revelation here of, wow, I'm the one that's in charge, or I can create the path that I want to create for myself. And maybe the path isn't going to look like what my parents' path looked like, or my grandparents' path looked like, or what the traditional path of people who are like me based off of gender, race, ethnicity, culture, religion, whatever is like. I can create my own path. What is this target energy? A goal-oriented person for Gemini gang. Yeah, I feel like we're out there with vigor, right? We're out there now with like a new motivation. We're like, you know what? It really is like the possibilities are endless, right? Life is basically my oyster, and I'm going to crack it. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to find the pearl here. It's like going off on your path or being very motivated to achieve something. Okay, and that's what I'm getting for you guys. A lot of motivation that's going to be happening. So if you're not feeling motivated right now, accept the ebb and flow of life, guys. Okay, take it from somebody who pushes. I push against Spirit all the time. Spirit will tell me, pull back, recharge, take a break, take a rest. And I push myself sometimes to where I'll just get burnt out or I'll get tired. You know, and trust me, nobody likes a burnt out Jessica. That's for damn sure. But it feels like this energy here is like going to be ending soon. If you've been feeling like that, you're really going to be recharged, revitalized here, moving forward. Have like a whole new fire lit under your ass for your goals or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. Yeah, we're letting go of some kind of sadness. This is changing now. We're turning our back on that, you know, and we're allowing the changes to come in. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out because it wasn't supposed to, and something else is meant to, or it's meant to work out in a different way. Either way, we can't stay strapped onto this, you know? We have to kind of let ourselves be free. What is this teapot? Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. I feel like this reading don't make sense, so let me know, guys, okay? What is this teapot? Strong ringing in my ear, too, so perhaps ringing in your ear is going to be a confirmation from Spirit. Oh, Lord, we have the bird bitches coming out, okay? What is this talking about? Oh, shit. Well, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy here because I saw the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. She's still popping out, okay? Queen of Cups is what I saw. Then when I shuffled this one to pop out Queen of Wands, we have the Empress as well. So Libra energy is very strong here as well because I see the Justice card. There could be a feminine energy around you that's competitive with you. Okay, maybe you stand out, in the crowd. You stand out among everybody else. Yeah, you shine. This could be a Leo energy as well. I feel like when this comes out, because maybe you're not fully aware, this does not have to be a friend. This could be a family member. It could be a sister. It could be a mother. It could be a coworker. You could be a man and this is a woman. You could be a woman and this is a man. Take it as it resonates, but it's giving feminine energy, okay? But this person is jealous of you because of how much you shine or because of how much you're recognized. This person might feel like they're the ones that are deserving of that for whatever reason. I feel like you're over here just, living your best life, right? Doing whatever, okay? Having a good time, enjoying life. Not that you don't have your stresses, Gemini. Shit, obviously you do. It's just the way that you shine or the way that you kind of pick yourself up and carry on. It's very admirable, right? It's very, it's inspirational, okay? And I feel like things don't get you down like they get other people down. Okay, or at least that's how it's perceived. So whoever this is or whoever these people are, they're really like perturbed and upset that you're not stressed out, which is so low vibing, guys. I don't understand people like that, but whatever. It's like so fucking low vibing to sit here and be like, well, why aren't they suffering? It's like, girl, boy, okay? You take a long look in the mirror here, okay? Because there's something wrong there. Yeah, I feel like you just stand out. And so maybe you've let go of a friend group recently. Yes, maybe you've let go of a friend group or some friends recently and you've kind of been solo dolo, right? Doing your own thing here with the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you could be meeting some people because we did see chair filled on the bottom of the deck for that energy. Oh, it's not there anymore. But yeah, I feel like there could be somebody new or some new energy that's coming in your life. So this is, again, the cosmic egg is saying that doors are closing so doors can begin to open, right? So if you're losing friends or you're losing people in your life and you're like, whoa, I thought these people were like ride or die, they probably weren't. And if you could see some of the things that they've done behind your back, or you could hear some of the things that they probably said about you behind your back, Gemini, you'd probably be really thankful that they're kind of taking themselves out of the picture. Let the trash take itself out, basically. So this is the energy of not holding on to anything. Let it go if it wants to go, right? Whether it's saying that by its words or it's saying that by its actions, and you're the one that has to be like, okay, I'm not getting what I deserve in this situation. I'm going to have to close the door on this. Either way, it's like it energetically was already on the way out. So let it go. Okay? I feel like a lot of you are focused on your goals and you really don't have time for drama. You're not focused on that. You're not focused on anybody's problems. Like, you have so much stuff going on right now. It's like your feelings or what you feel about me succeeding or me doing well in my life is like literally beneath the last thing that I'm worried about. Because that sounds like a you problem, right? Because I work really hard. So if you're stressed or upset about how well I'm doing, maybe if you stressed less about me, if you thought less about me, if you paid attention less to me, maybe, just maybe, you could have some of that energy be focused on you, and then you would feel like you're more accomplished or your goals would start to get better. Somebody is so focused on you that it's like they're not seeing that they're kind of digging their own hole here, which is sad, y'all. It's really sad. Okay, advice and additional messages for Gemini gang. Advice and additional messages for Gemini gang, please. We have the Moth, mystery, concealment, and illusion. Okay. With soil, stability, and simplicity. So this is also, again, I feel like that energy of keeping it simple. Maybe you were under the illusion that you had to do the most, try the most, be the most, right? And you actually don't. You can just really just be where you are at any given moment, and things are still going to work out exactly the way that they're meant to work out. It's, again, that lack of control or that dropping the illusion, like I was talking about with my own personal story of what life is and what it's supposed to look like. Like, no, life is not supposed to be anything, or it's not supposed to look like anything. Life can be radically different for every single person on this planet, but that doesn't mean that anybody's got it right or anybody's got it wrong. That's just their path. So some of you guys are letting go of the illusions surrounding your own path here, okay? Also, with this mystery and concealment, there could be people who are concealing the fact that they're jealous of you. They're haters. Some people might, if you have social media or even in your job, if you're just working, they might be hate watching you, you know? Kind of like looking at you like, who that person think they are? It's like, honey, you're the one fucking wasting your time watching me. So I don't know, you tell me, who do you think I am? Obviously somebody important, right? Because we have a very short, limited amount of time in each lifetime that we live. And if you're going to spend that precious, precious time focused on me, well, I must be important. More important than you, more important than your goals. What else do we have here for Gemini gang? We have autumn, bounty and balance. Yes, as we're going into the autumn energy, because believe it or not, guys, summer is halfway over, right? So yes, we are going into autumn energy soon, and there's a bounty that's going to be present for you. This is the stability that you've been craving. This is what you've been needing. You planted some kind of seed. You're going to be watching it grow. Remember, same day you plant the seed is not the same day that you get the fruit. And some plants, some crops grow faster than others, okay? But you will have a harvest here. We have time. This is a card that loves to come out, especially in my personal readings. Presence and self-awareness. Being very present, being very self-aware. And again, this is like you're the main character card, right? Like everything kind of works around you. So just keep that in mind. We have rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. What are you loyal to? And also, that's giving like that back to the basics energy. Excuse me. It's giving that energy of like, why did I start this? Remembrance? What is all this about? Yes, what is it all about, Gemini? The people want to know, okay? What else do we have here? Oh, Lord, these cards are literally flying up and bitch slapping me in the face sometimes. I don't know if I like that or not. The B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. Yes, you've been working very hard and you are going to get some sweet results here. We have the bird, freedom, opportunity. Get ready to spread your wings and fly away, okay? Because that's what's about to happen. Opportunity is out there and it's going to find you. And then last but not least, we have the leaves, renewal, revival, and progress. Yeah, you are making progress here, Gemini, okay? So take it easy on yourself. And yeah, that's it. Okay. So I do hope this helps. Hope it resonates. Hope it does something. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.